He's mixing with flair. Every sip's a moment. We're happy to share liquid lunch. Pour it smooth, let it flow. Friends round the table where the good times grow. Raise a glass, let the worry slip away. Liquid lunch, we're living for today. The clock don't matter, we're lost in the vibe. Jazz in the air, feel the soul come alive. From martinis to bourbon, we're riding the wave. Stealing this hour, it's the freedom we crave. Sun's still shining, but we're in our zone. This bar's our shelter, our temporary home. One more round before the world calls us back. Savor the moment, keep the blues in the rack. We'll laugh, we'll toast till the afternoon fades. Memories made in these liquid escapades. Liquid lunch, pour it smooth, let it flow. Friends round the table where the good times grow. Raise a glass, let the worry slip away. Liquid lunch, we're living for today. So here's to the daylight, the drinks and the fun. Our liquid lunch, till the next one comes. With a wink and a smile, we'll be back real soon. Chasing that jazz under the high noon.
Vasalut, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. You guys are all so wonderful. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Thursday, and would love to know if you're sipping on anything, what you're sipping on. If you're munching on something, let me know what you're munching on. Let me real quick say hi to the first person I saw who came in was Big Al. Big Al Presents. He says, hello everyone, have a great show. Welcome. So good to see you. And then Ruby Hoove comes by to drop a gifted membership. Thank you so much, Ruby. You, there is nobody who does more than you do to grow this community, and I super appreciate it. Also, if you're still here, Ruby, how's your sister doing? I hope she's doing okay. I hope you're doing okay. I hope the mister is doing well also. So that gifted membership went to Jada. Welcome, Jada. You're probably not here right now, but if you stop by in the future to see what's going on, I hope you feel very welcomed. Well, you know, as long as she's here, why don't I go ahead and bring her in and say hi. She calls me the love of her life. How you doing, my dear? Netter of Netters Network, what you sipping on, if anything?
I'm doing really well. I'm actually working on my fairy garden today, but pause so I can be here for the show. And I am currently drinking an A&W Zero Sugar Root Beer.
Awesome. And yeah, it's not often that, because Netter's taking the day off today. And tomorrow, I believe, right?
Yeah, well, today is considered to be a holiday for my company.
Oh, well, there you go. So she made it a 4-day.
She
made it a 4-day, so that means she can join me, like, in person. Well, I mean, let's face it. She's here in the house with me every day for Liquid Lunch, but she is joining me here in the studio for Liquid Lunch face-to-face, which is really, really nice. I really appreciate that. And Matanui, hi. Good to see you, my friend. Always glad to see you. Netter says, please like, share, subscribe, and become a member. Yes. Or you know, if you're so inclined and as generous as Ruby Hoove, you know, if you want to gift a membership, that would always also be very much appreciated. If you like what we do here, maybe your friends will like what we do as well. Growing the community. She's good. Thank you. Good. I'm glad to hear that, Ruby. I am so glad. Connie Cleary says, hail to Last Call to Troy Pichelli. Hail, Connie Cleary. Let's see. Yep, I'm going to... Oh, well, you know what? As long as he's dropping a comment in the chat, let me go ahead and add our guest for today to the stream. RealWadeNation Gaming Clips. How you doing, my friend? What are you sipping on, if anything? And if you are there, your mic is muted, so I'm not hearing you.
Whoops. I messed up.
There you go. It happens. It
I
happens.
don't use the EV mic, so anyway.
That's okay. That's good. Good to see you. So real quick, let me just finish because Ruby, you didn't have to give me another $5 super chat just to say hello, beautiful people. You are having an unsweet tea all the way. That's great. That is, that is very oftentimes, especially in the middle of the day, that's usually what Big Al is sipping on as well. I totally get that. That is good. That is good. So, I'm sorry. Back to you, Wade. Wade, how are you doing, my friend?
Good.
What have you been up to lately? You've been pretty busy on your channel.
Multiple videos. I'm back and forth. I have a musical guest in the works interview.
Oh, that's awesome. That's very, very exciting.
I'm going to keep it hush-hush, but I'll give you that much.
Okay, that's fair enough. A little teaser. That's always good. Yeah. Keep them wanting more. See, Big Al confirms. I predicted correctly. See, I know what you guys like. Big Al is also drinking a sweet tea because that's just how he rolls, especially on a hot summer day in his neck of the woods. So Wade, you and I have been chewing a lot of the same ground, appearing on your channel a number of times. Why don't you introduce yourself to the crew? Let everybody know what it is, what you do. I'm guessing a lot of people here are already subscribed to you, but if you are not already subscribed, the link is below to his main channel and to his Rumble channel. Make sure that you're following him on Rumble.
Now, I will caveat. YouTube, if I break this stuff down, I'm too lazy on Rumble as of right now, so just everything goes there for right now. Till I figure out what I want to do.
I get it. You have multiple channels here on YouTube, and what's great is, and I highly recommend this to anyone who's got multiple channels, Wade has done a great job of setting up his channel so that when you go there, you can see all of his, affiliate channels, which is a great way to, and he names them in such a way you can see what the subject is. So you go, I'd be more interested in sports. I'd be more interested in games. Okay, I'll go check this one out.
And then if you scroll down to the bottom, hold on, let me if you scroll down to the bottom, I don't know why I put it on the bottom, but I did. But I put the other channels.
Yep, I do the same thing. But again, I am encouraging you, make sure you are also following him on Rumble, because just as he has multiple channels here on YouTube, his Rumble channel carries content that he cannot share over here on the YouTubes, including Saturday watch parties.
But we're not doing it this week because...
Not this week, though. Not this week, right.
Normally it's Saturday. But if I have something going on, I normally know ahead of time, so I normally tweet it out ahead of time.
That's fair. That is fair. That is absolutely fair. And unlike how Netter and Big Al and I, when we do our watch parties, you just join us here on YouTube. You'll hear our commentary. You can chat with us here. But then we'll provide you with a link to Rumble off platform to follow the live stream of the platform.
You said Rumble. You mean Kosami, right?
Oh yeah, yes, on Cosme, right? Exactly.
I got it.
That's what I meant. But Wade does it a little differently. You just join him on Rumble. You can chat with him there. You can hear his commentary, and you can literally watch the movie right there in the screen on Rumble. Why? because Rumble
Rumble
realizes that
isn't
it is a commentary, that it is transformative.
for now.
And, well, for now, but for now is for now. So
Yeah, right.
definitely worth checking out.
Now,
So
I did used to do like Troy, where cause I did you go back a little bit before the Saturday stuff.
Sure.
I did use Kasami, and then I finally got a horrible quote unquote chat message saying
Yep.
they were confused. I'm like, that finally made me switch. I'm like, well, I'm already might as well do Rumble, might as well try to do something with it. So
yeah. So this is a problem that Netter, Big Al, and myself, and I'm sure others have run into. People show up on YouTube. They see that they're looking for the movie because they see it in the title. They don't bother to read the whole title. They don't bother to read the description. They don't bother to read what you have in the thumbnail. And they're like, where's the movie? I'm upset. I want to see the movie. Dude, did you read nothing?
Do you not know anything about YouTube back in?
Yeah, well, yeah. There is that.
I wanted to write something horrible, but I'm like, well, I'm not gonna.
I do get a little coarse. Not too bad, but it's like
I could go.
You can call me clickbait if you want, but it's only written every single place if you bothered to read.
And at the beginning of the stream, we all say, you can watch this on Cosme. This is commentary only. In fact,
that is the key. And see, this is why I like doing the Cosme thing, because I can then say, I'm sorry you missed the movie, but we do this every week at this time. If you want to join us live, you can watch the film, but if you don't watch us live, I'm sorry, you miss out.
Yeah, now Big Al is the one who started putting commentary in the title on his, so I started doing that because it's like, yeah, that kind of makes sense so people know it's a commentary. But at the beginning of every single streamer, like, you can watch along on Cosme.
Yeah.
If you are not here to watch it on Cosme, you have to have your own copy.
Yeah. And, and I do appreciate, I don't do this as much as I probably should, although I don't usually host the watch parties as much, but something that Big Al does that I really like is he goes out of his way to check every week and say, and if you're not here live with us, it looks like the film is available on Tubi, or this film is available on Internet Archives or whatever at the time of recording, because a month from now, a week from now, it might not be, but.
Yeah, I had one like that where we had a link to, it was one of the Charlie Brown specials, and I said, link as of this recording, here's a link, while, it may not be active later, but it's active right now.
Right.
And I got thumbs down for that because the link was no longer active. And people were going, where's the film? It's like, there was a link. If the link's no longer active, nothing I could do about that.
Yeah, it's not that, it's not funny. A link I was maintaining, yeah.
Exactly.
It's so funny. I've noticed more uptick on my channel. Thumbs down, but I don't pay attention to it, but it's just funny. I'm like, oh, so it's funny sometimes when you look on the back.
I think what bothers me the most, and I've talked about this during Liquid Lunch. I got a troll that comes and hits a thumb down all the time, and when you only have like 6-7 people, for a live stream, that really ratios you, So that is exactly why Netter is saying, hey, 6 watching, only 4 thumbs up. The 2 of you not interested in giving me a thumbs up? What is this? You waiting to see if the show gets any better or worse to decide if you get the thumbs up or the thumbs down?
Right.
But I think what bothers me is if there are people that have a genuine dislike for something in the content, leave a freaking comment and tell me. I mean, if you're so opinionated, share your opinion. Maybe
they're not gonna write it, but
Well, I mean, I often do. I often, if I'm bothered enough to bother to hit the thumbs down, I'm gonna leave a comment and say exactly why. Oftentimes, what I will find later on is that a lot of people have thumbsed up my comment and gone, yeah, exactly. Now, admittedly, I'm I got to stop doing this actually, but I do this a lot on the channels that are all AI generated material because in and of itself, I don't really have a problem with it if it's actually entertaining or if it's actually informative. But unfortunately, so many of them are not. They're very repetitive, and they oftentimes get the information wrong. Again, because there's no live person editing them to make sure that
You know what I've noticed on, at least on Facebook? People like, I don't know why, I probably clicked the video, but anyway, like a scene of a movie.
Yep.
And they all seem like the same, like, what's the name of the movie? What's the name? Like, you scroll down, I'm like,
Yeah, and that's
it must
incredibly
be AI
frustrating
then.
too. There are some that I have encountered where if you click into the description, it says what the movie is. It won't give you a link, but it'll give the title. And if not, you're kind of hoping that someone in the comments has said, "Oh, this is
Yeah,
such
I'm
and
like,
such."
yeah.
You know. But it's like I'm not willing to put in that much effort. Now, what I have found, and this is another area where AI is actually helpful. You go to Google or whatever your search engine is, and you say, and you just describe what you just saw. Movie about a girl that, falls off a bike, skins her knee, blah, 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 blah. You give it a good enough description, it'll probably find the movie. It's especially helpful if you recognize one of the actors in the scene. And
Yeah,
you can
right.
say, starring so-and-so. Yeah, that helps a lot.
I'm sorry that I'm doing this, but I'm on Twitter. I've noticed for some weird reason, I'm getting all these. I gotta remember what they're like. They're not AI, but they're artists,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, okay, cool, but I'm like, they're all this not exactly the same, but the same premise. I'm like,
Yeah.
instant. I mean, normally I don't block or mute or anything, but I keep getting them. So I'm like, obviously, I don't know what happened, but that's an instant block in my
Yeah.
book because I'm like, you're not. But anyway,
So you brought up Facebook. I'm not on Facebook anymore, and
I
it's
don't.
only
I'm
it's
on
only
Facebook, but I'm not.
yeah. I get it. It's not that I have some overarching dislike. I do actually have an overarching dislike of Facebook, but that's not the
Okay.
reason I'm not on. The reason I'm not on Facebook was because I had a Facebook account and it got hacked, and every time I would change the password, somehow it kept getting reset and put back. And I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I just blew up I changed it again so that I had access, removed all of my stuff from it, and then just closed it down. And I said, I'm done. I am not going back to Facebook. If Facebook cannot help me secure my ID here, I'm not going to bother. Well, I've been following. I follow a number of YouTubers, of course, but there's
Oh, the
several.
hack.
Well, not just that, but there's I follow a number of YouTube channels that do history content. Foremost among them, at least for me, is the Metatron. And the Metatron spent some time on Facebook looking at a couple of different pages that are dedicated to like ancient Rome or whatever. And he's looking at them and he goes, okay, this is very clearly an AI driven thing. It doesn't look like there's a human involved. All the artwork
Really?
was AI generated. Yeah. And the posts are coming up one every hour. So he looks at it and he goes, first off,
So it must be.
absolutely, it's automatically generated. He said it's impossible for any one person, even a group of people, to be doing videos and editing them this quickly to get them up in an hour. He says, and if you drill into one of them, they're completely wrong. There's the information
They're
is
not
correct.
okay. It's not in history. I get it's impossible to get an hour, but I would I mean, I'm not refuting that, but
Yeah.
I can see where people get them up because I do it here and there.
Well, sure,
But there's a difference between history. Shouldn't be, different between
yeah.
that and me. But anyway, I
Well,
wasn't
and I think what
refuting,
was
but I wasn't. Anyways,
I think what was bothering him the most was how many followers this channel has.
oh yeah,
And he's
Probably
looking at the
most
comments and he's like it's getting all kinds of positive, oh, this is very interesting, blah blah blah, and he starts looking at it and he was bothered. He's like, people are learning, everything wrong, and this is not real history. And then he starts reading and goes, you know what, he says, I think a lot of these comments are artificially generated too. They're very generic, they're very short, there's a lot of them. And that's what this is. It's these AI content farming type things where it's a bunch of crap. If someone's interested, great, we get more engagement. But then they generate artificial engagement as well from other bots that they've created themselves or farm out or whatever. And it generates revenue because these social media engines give you, wow, you got 1 million hits.
They don't notice anything.
Exactly, and they don't bother. They don't care. All they see is content, and that gets us to as we're talking about movies and streaming, this whole idea of gauging the success and popularity of a piece of media, whether it's a TV show or a movie, based on engagement on social media. That's kind of how Parrot Analytics does it, and it's like, no. If there are people at those studios making decisions based on that, they are making very, very bad decisions, because the Star Wars sequel trilogy got lots of engagement. That doesn't mean it had a lot of people that liked it. That
Right.
was all kinds of negative following. Real quick, want to say hi to ussarn. Welcome, my friend. Always good to see you.
Now I know this is sequel trilogy, but give me a second. You can't go wrong.
Oh, is that Lego? Let
Yeah.
me blow that up. There we go.
Now, I
That is
know this
a TIE
is-
Interceptor.
Now it's from the the Resistant show. Can't think of what it's called, but anyways. Let me make sure I don't destroy this as I set it down. I wasn't gonna do that. No, I thought of doing the Lego channel, and then I'm like, I keep hearing all of them are getting destroyed on.
That's the Starfighter from the prequels.
Now this isn't obviously Obi-Wan. I bought it, but anyways.
There you go.
There is, and then I know everybody hates Ahsoka, but I have the double pack. The other ship is built. It's just too far away. But
Yep,
anyway.
the Nubian is back in vogue because of the Mandalorian. That's the
No, I
Mandalorian
meant
ship.
here. I'll go grab it. Give me talk, and I'll be right back. It won't take about a minute.
You bet. But you can't trust. You certainly can't trust Parrot Analytics. You can't trust engagement because two things. One, you get a lot of the rage clicks and a lot of the rage comments, which is by no means, good. I think the past 5-6 years have, if it hasn't completely debunked the concept of any what is it? Any PR is good PR or something like that. That's absolutely false. From a marketing standpoint, if you still believe that, you're a fool. But also the fact that you can have very easily and very cheaply all kinds of engagement generated by artificial bots. That tells you something too. I also am a strong believer. Pay attention when you're seeing those videos and comments by directors and writers and stuff, blaming the fans and saying, they're doing a bot attack to ratio this video. there may be a little bit of confession through projection there, because if that's what they're claiming is the case, then they're probably bolstering their own numbers with bots. You know, if they know that's a possibility, then they're probably doing it too. But you know, that's the nature of these things right now. We are, as long as Wade is away from the camera for the time being, this is actually a great place at the midsection. I'm going to go ahead and run our promos so that you know what's coming up in the coming weeks.
You are watching Liquid Lunch, streaming every weekday at noon Central, 1 p.m. Eastern. Let's sip together.
Tonight on Netter's Network, Netter is meeting with a therapist to find out why pop culture is so insane. Master of the TDS of Gothic therapy will bring reason and sanity tonight at 9 Central, 10 Eastern on Netter's Network.
This week on Saturday Night at the Movies, Netter's Network presents the 1990 Godfather parody, The Freshman. Netter's Network Retro Cinema. Saturday at 9 Central, 10 Eastern on Netter's Network.
Every Sunday evening, Aged Boomer and Papa Pacelli bring you the rundown of the week's geek news, or at least what they think is interesting. You may have heard about it somewhere else, but Boomer and Pacelli put a spin on it you likely won't hear anywhere else. It's Geeky Geezers, every Sunday evening at 8 Central, 9 Eastern.
This week on Live from Sparkwood and 21, we'll be taking a deep dive into the dark depths of the unfathomable David Lynch film Mulholland Drive. Join us this Tuesday at 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern on Deleted Scenes and Affiliates.
An uprising hits Earth, and Servalan finds herself a prisoner in her new presidential palace. Meanwhile, Avon's hot on the scent of Bartholomew, the Federation agent who murdered his beloved Anna Grant. It's rumors of death. This Tuesday on Last Call presents Blake 7 at 10 p.m. Central, 11 Eastern.
We now return to our liquid lunch.
And we're back. Thank you so much for hanging around. I want to say hi. Oh, okay, go ahead.
This was the other double ship that came.
The E-Wing.
Yes, that I thought had to repair a little bit. Not perfect. I mean, it has dust on it. But anyways,
nice.
I thought I was. And then let me shimmy this so I don't lose the cord. I feel round.
Is that a Jeep?
From? You know what it's from?
Is it Jurassic Park?
Yes.
There you go.
But anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. But
I
got him. But and then you went to commercial. I'm like, you know. But anyway.
No, that's fine. No, ussarn. I haven't found a good red velvet cake recipe yet. I have to be honest. I've been real busy this week, so I haven't taken the time to do that. It hasn't really been top of my priorities, but I absolutely will very, very soon. And Mark Malnikoff stops in to say, "Mech, out watching trains for drive-by like." Thank you so much, Mark. And that's the. Is that the Mandalorian's Nubian?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't modify it. BDC.
Very nice.
But anyway, so I didn't modify that. I did. Now I did. I got it from someone. I'm gonna see if it'll.
Oh, that is neat.
I mean, people have seen it before. Hold on. I mean,
I'm gonna adjust your lighting.
Yep. Is that better?
Yeah.
That should be better.
That's the channel logo for RealWadeNation. Very good.
Know,
oh, and it changes colors. That is so cool.
But if I had a true better setup, I would have done it like you, Troy. But I don't have the setup like you do.
Well, you improve it over time. I get that. That's what you do.
And then, does anybody remember the good old connector cord?
Absolutely. I am not the big gamer guy like Aged Boomer is, but
Really?
Yeah, not as much. Before? I play some games, but I'm not as avid as he is. He knows way more about the modern games than I do.
I wouldn't call this modern. But...
I've seen that. The Nintendo. What was that called? That was the Game Boy, right? Game Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was adorable. What I loved was all the modifications that people had for them. You could get this attachment to put over it to blow the screen up. It opened up with lights, stereo sound, and you just kept... The thing is, the more stuff you added to it, the more it drained the batteries. So sometimes you would... use a connection.
You don't have that problem now because all you have to do. I haven't done it because I'm not technical, but you can technically get a better screen, and get a UVC, like a plug-in, like your smartphone, like your iPhone or whatever Android.
Sure.
Per se.
Yeah.
And you can get it all up to date, and it still works well. But,
there you go. Yeah.
What were you asking about earlier that I sidetracked with going off? You were asking about channel.
Yeah. So getting back to your channel. So why don't you tell the folks what is your channel about? What do you like to talk about on your channel?
Let's start from alright, so many people, I don't think I said this on Matters when she did it before, but I did start on, with all you people about
hold on, Wade, can you check your audio? You're coming through super
better?
muffled. Oh yeah, there you go. That's way better.
I didn't realize the mic was off.
So it was coming through the wrong mic? Okay.
Yeah. So here, I should be better at this, but I don't do them too often.
That's fair.
So I shared a thing, Troy.
Yeah.
So, this is where I started my whole beginning. So if you want to... Now, the only downside is why I don't use it anymore is because they don't keep it like YouTube does, so they do go away. But now the what do you call it? Broadcast goes away. But if you go down here and you go down to all of them, I have so many. I mean, I could go on and on and on, but that's where I started.
I do know that that's why I think a lot of Twitch streamers, after they've done a live stream on Twitch, they will oftentimes pull it down and then re-upload it to like YouTube or one of the other platforms.
What I use it now is in a way, I use it as a I want to say capture card or like Elgato. Because I don't have an Elgato or a capture card, whatever you want to say. So I use it now. I still use it, but I pull it into Restream, and then I get it all set up. Like if I was gonna do a show, like
Sure.
so I still use it, but I don't chat that often.
Sure. ussarn G, yes, I do. I do still actively use MeWe. The link to I have a couple of different groups on MeWe. Through any one of them, you can find me easily. All the links are down in the description. Actually, let me double check that and make sure I still
What is
have all.
MeWe?
It's a platform like kind of like Facebook. It's smaller. It's a lot more user friendly and less prone to bots.
Okay.
Let me
Learn
double
something
check.
new every day.
Yeah. So I thought I had. Yeah. So down in the description below, after the list of producers, I have join the MeWe group and stay up to date to keep the conversation going between shows. And then I have a link to the MeWe group. I don't promote that the way I should, and you guys really should think about looking into that. If you go click there, I always post when a stream is coming. Well, okay, maybe not always, but I try to always update there every time a stream is going live. I obviously you guys can post there if you want to share something that's related to something that I talked about or whatever, and say, hey, Troy, you were talking about this on such and such stream. Check this out. Articles that you think would be interesting for Geeky Geezers, whatever. You can drop them there in the MeWe group, and there would be a perfect place, ussarn, for you to go ahead and send me if you have a red velvet cake recipe or some history articles or something. I'd be very, very interested in that. So a lot of gaming over on the Twitch channel.
That's where I started. Then I decided started doing YouTube as an archive. Yes, I know my name's long, but I was like, I just came up with it. And then next thing, the Avatar came.
Mm-hmm.
And the rest is history. And then I decided, I always heard you can, but the algorithm doesn't know what to do. Like a movie show like a movie channel versus a gaming channel. So that's why you have, I don't know, what am I up to? 4 or 5, but that's why I have them separated. And then I finally just decided on Rumble that I was like, I'm too lazy. I don't know how to use Rumble, so I'll just keep it all together. I started doing videos, uploading back when you could do it from straight to YouTube to Rumble. Mm-hmm. And then they cut it off, of course.
Yeah.
And then, so that's why you stopped doing it. And then I'm like, huh. Then I started doing the movie show, and then it started making me doing the, started making me think of uploading more, doing more live streams to Rumble. So, yeah.
Yeah. And that's like I said, you've made use of the ability to stream films there and so forth that you can't do over here. That's another great option. Real quick, want to say hi to JPRPH1 who just joined us. Howdy, folks. I'm at work, just passing through. That's the whole idea, While you're at work, you take a break, you drop in, say hi. Let me know what you're sipping on, if anything. some people work from home. Some people work in very laid back places and can even have an adult beverage in the middle of the day. There are still places that do that, especially on Fridays.
Hey, I have one question for you.
Yeah.
Did you ever? I mean, you don't have to say exactly, but did you get a bunch of crazy weather in your neck of the woods? You don't have to say exact.
I wouldn't say crazy. It's what you'd expect for this time of the year in the Midwest. We had some a slight cool down and some rain yesterday. It's pretty sunny today. Looks like it's
Alexa, what's the current temperature?
There we go.
Right now, it's 80 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, it's 80 and sunny out there now. So,
That's
but
a good
yeah,
sign for me because whatever you guys get, we normally.
That's true. My mom does that too. My mom lives in Ohio, and she'll say, "Hey, what's the weather there?" Because whatever it is, I'll probably be seeing it in the next day or two. But
sorry, I was like, made me think
that's fine.
And
Talk
sometimes you get
about the weather
on my show here and there. Depends on the topic.
Absolutely.
But anyway.
So speaking of talking about the weather, tomorrow night I didn't do a promo for it because I just got I have a promo format for all the other different shows. I haven't come up with one yet for Last Call for the main show. I wanna come up with something good for that. But right
you have
now,
more promos than I do.
I have what?
I should be doing like you with promos, but I don't.
Well, I need to give credit where credit is due. I mean, you know, a lot of the bigger channels do this. I've seen Midnight's Edge and WDW Pro doing promos for their other shows, for other channels, for other affiliates. But who's been doing a really good job of it, and his format is kind of sort of similar to mine, is Tony over at Stark of Iron. And you know, he kind of pointed out, he's like, look, you know, everybody does this. At the end of the show, you know, everyone's tired, they want to wrap it up, and you're going to go through the list and, you know, have everybody go through what they've got coming up this week, and it's always the same stuff. He's like, I would rather, you know, if YouTube is going to hijack your show with ads, do your own ads. You know, and I was like, what a brilliant idea. And he even has offered, you know, if you have promos you want to do, send them to me. I'll send you some. You could do them on your channel. And I'm like, wow, talk about it together we grow kind of concept. So I mentioned that the other day. I'm going to mention it to you now. Go ahead, Wade, put together promos like that. And if you've got some that you'd like me to drop in on my shows, send them to me, and we'll do that. You know, cross promotion, because this isn't a zero-sum game,
right?
But yeah.
I need to start doing shows again. I just haven't. Allergies have been out the wazoo plus life. So
well, and I'll tell you, that's one of the great things about this kind of interaction, because you know, like I said, Tony inspires me to get the promos up and out and stuff like that. You inspire me a lot on how you promote the show on social media, and you are always putting out your streams on X and sharing them in the direct message groups, sharing out other people's stuff and boosting the signal for people. You are consummate at that, and I think
could be doing better, but you know.
Well, and see, that's the right kind of attitude. I wish more people did even a little bit or anything at all. It's frustrating sometimes, those X groups where, you know, you and Netter and Deleted Scenes and some others are constantly well, I guess you don't call them retweeting them anymore, re-Xing? I don't know what
I don't know. No, I call them retweeting. I still call X.
Whatever. And then you got people in these groups that are constantly dropping their links in there to their shows, and they don't do squat for anyone else. And it's like, the heck, man. I mean, come on.
No, I should be doing it, but life got in the way recently.
And then people like Jonathan Conroy come in here and inspire me by, just doing the cheerleader thing. Hail, smash the like button, enjoy the show, share it out, all of that kind of stuff. Watching on replay was helping a neighbor with some plumbing issues. Oh, I understand. That's so. In other words, what I'm saying right now, you will be hearing in about 30 minutes, and that's fine. Unless you're playing us on like a double speed, then we're sounding like this.
You gotta get coming in here and there.
It's funny because sometimes I'll do this. I'll watch these channels where they are doing something, and to make it go fast, they'll speed it up, and they're doing it real fast. Sometimes just for the hell of it, I'll slow it down to see it normal speed.
The funny thing is, when I'm making, here's a cut at the back, but I upload stuff. I normally to do I use YouTube Remix to make the shorts.
Sure.
I put it 2 times speed on to get to figure out where I want it.
Right.
And then when I go to watch, like, let's say your show or another show, and I forget to take it off, I'm like, why is it, like a replay? I'm like, why is it going 2 times?
You can get through a lot more videos that way.
And we all sound like chipmunks.
We all sound like chipmunks. I'll tell you what, though.
I didn't mean to. Sometimes I don't forget. I mean,
sometimes I do that. Like if I'm getting ready to go on a stream, or if someone is about to go live and I want to watch them live, if I'm watching another YouTube video, I may put it to, I'll look at how long the video that I'm going to watch is and how much time I have, and I'll speed it up accordingly. And sometimes it's not like full double speed. It's like 1 1/4 speed maybe. And you might not even notice it in their voice. But when they hit the music for their show and you're used to the tune, it's like, oh, that's sped up. Okay,
it's not like the noise. It's the like the gameplay. You realize how fast they're moving. I'm like, and then I normally take it off, but I'm like,
No, I hear you. That's but and then there's the channels that sometimes slowing it down is kind of cool. That you've got the channels with the really, really fast cameras, so that you could see everything in slow-mo if they're doing like a ballistics thing or something like that.
Who's that behind you? I can't. The figure.
The figure? This is a custom. Well, it's gonna be a custom figure. It is a custom card back that I did.
That's what I remember.
Let me go.
I remember
widescreen.
The custom card back I used.
So the card back is custom. It is the holiday special. Luke.
Oh, the
right?
TV.
And the figure is the recent retro figure. What's it called?
By Hasbro.
The Hasbro one that was a Target exclusive, but I hate the head on it. It looks like Playmobil. So I know I can't tell, and like, but it doesn't look half bad. No. The body's okay.
The only weird thing is, why does he have the metal when he doesn't have the metal in the?
I just put it there so I don't lose it.
No, I mean like the metal on it. Like the end of episode 4 where he gets the metal.
Yeah,
it was just weird. But
and so I understand why Hasbro released it. I don't understand why they gave him a gun and no lightsaber. But I do understand why they gave him the metal. When I finish this, one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to order from Stan Solo a blue lightsaber in the style of the one that he had in Return of the Jedi to put in there. and I'm going to take out the metal, and I'm going to swap the head out with one of the 1990s heads because it's got the hair that kind of floofs like that.
How hard is
like
it to take a head off of a figure like that?
If it's got the same neck connector, it's not hard at all. It's just a boil and pop and swap. But
when you replace the head, does it fall off? Like
usually,
you replace,
not
you know
again,
what I mean?
not if it has the same head connector. The problem is some heads have a hollow and the peg is in the body. Some have it the other way around. Sometimes the pegs are different sizes. So there's a little bit of customizing you do. You know what I actually do just to make it easy sometimes?
What?
I'll drill out both the body and the head, and I will use one of the gray studs from Legos. You know, the ones that you use for wheels? Yeah. And that's what I do. Yeah. Real quick, I want to say hi to Gorilla's Random Thoughts. Good to see you, my friend. He says, Kapla. Welcome.
Did you ever say hello to Mark and to Jonathan?
I did say hi to both Mark and to Jonathan, and even talked about how I appreciate Jonathan coming in, and he's the one that got me on the whole, with this comment, got me on the conversation about watching on high speed and stuff like that. So, but remember, anything that comes up over there is like 15 seconds behind.
Well, what's really funny is I will watch different shorts on Facebook, and some of them are talking normally like this, and if I don't want to hear them talking like this, I'll speed them up a little bit.
Speed them up, yeah.
You know. But then there are some where as soon as it starts playing, it's like, and you're like,
whoa, let me slow that down. I can't even hear what they're saying.
But with the shorts, you can't slow them down. There's no mechanism to change the speed. It's like, okay, I'm listening to a chipmunk. I have no idea what the story's about, so I'll just go to something else.
Yeah, I get that. So anyway, yeah, there you go. And but yeah, that's we're coming up on the 1 hour mark. So Wade, any last thoughts, any last words, anything you've got coming up that you want to pitch or tell the channel?
I'm always, so here, I'll start with the normal Saturday stuff. I am not doing a show this weekend. I'll see about next week and next Saturday. But as far as this weekend, now I will do a replacement show and I will do a game show on Saturday night, but I won't do a movie show. And I did drop the Discord, my Discord server, in the private chat if you want to.
I can drop that for you, sure. Let me get back to
normally I drop it, have like a 7-day thing, but since replay I bumped it back to the unlimited. But yeah, I thought but I'm always uploading. I have, I think, 2 videos coming out later after the show.
Okay, there you go. So guys, get over to and again, there's the Discord down below. I have the link to his main channel and to his Rumble and to his X. Make sure you follow him in all of those places. Hit the notification bell so you know when he goes live. Remember, support those who support you, and Wade is huge on supporting this group of creators, so let's make sure we return the love. And Netter, I played the promo, of course, for tonight's show.
Yes.
Anything to say about that before we wrap up?
I'm just real excited for our guest tonight, and I'm sure all of you are as
Master
well.
of TDS.
And of course, if anyone is interested in being a guest on Thursday thing, just drop me a DM on Twitter, and I am happy to schedule you.
Absolutely. So that is tonight at 9 Central, 10 Eastern, over on Netter's Network, where we will be interviewing Master of TDS, the co-host of Gothic Therapy. I I really love his channel. It's a bigger channel than ours. A lot of followers on the social media. I think I have a lot that I can learn from he and his wife. I said that wrong. From him and his wife, the Writing Raven. So definitely tune in tonight to Netters Network. Tomorrow, last call. I don't think I got around to saying what we were going to be talking about. I got off on a tangent about not having a promo done. But tomorrow night on Last Call, we are going to be talking about the big summer hits, movie hits of 1985. So we're going to get a little nostalgic, as we sometimes do. So that is the show, my friends. I thank you all so much for coming and sharing your lunch with us.
Thank
you guys. Absolutely. Take care and get back to work, all of you. Bye-bye.
Goodbye. Hope to see you again real soon.
So here's to the daylight, the drinks and the fun, our liquid lunch, till the next one comes. With a wink and a smile, we'll be back real soon, chasing that jazz under the high